What's going on, guys? JRez back with another episode of the Rescueality Podcast. This time talking about dog food. I know I did an episode before, but I actually did a big dog food donation run yesterday, and someone asked me something that was incorrect, and they wouldn't accept my answer because they believed I was wrong. Um, and that question was about how long the dog food that I had would last. So I went to a really good friend of mine who I've known for many years, and she is a networker that kind of connects brands and companies to rescues. She's like the middleman, if you will. And we got a bunch of dog food from her. I got maybe 25 bags of dog food, 30 pound bags of dog food, which is a lot. 25, 30 bags of 30-pound bags of dog food. Is that correct? 25 to 30 bags of 30-pound dog food bag. 25 of them. Whatever. 25 to 30 bags. And I stopped by somewhere to get some lunch, and someone saw all the food, and they're like, "Wow, that's a lot of dog food. You must be good for like 2 months." And I'm like, "I run a dog rescue. This is probably maybe 3 weeks." And he's like, "Nah, that's good for 2 months, 3 months. You have a bunch." I'm like, "Nah, it's good for about maybe 3 weeks or so. I could maybe stretch it to 4 weeks if I kind of include some other stuff." And then he got a little seemed like upset. He's like, "Nah, that's a ton of food right there." I'm like, "It's really not." And kind of go back and forth and back and forth, and I'm just like, "All right, have a great day." Just couldn't believe that I had that much dog food. And I say that because feeding so many dogs ever horses. If you have a horse rescue, the amount of alfalfa that you need, the amount that you spend is astronomical. I actually have a friend who has a horse rescue. At her peak, she had, I want to say it was like 50, 55 horses on the rescue ranch. It wasn't it wasn't a carload of alfalfa. It wasn't a pickup truck load of alfalfa. It wasn't even like a small trailer of alfalfa. It was a semi truck that that they were getting. And each bale down here in Mexico, it could be a little different than places up in the US, but it was 10, 15, $20 a bale. That could be wrong, and this was also a while ago. Anyways, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to feed these rescue horses, which is what they need. I mean, they obviously need that. They're rescue horses. They need to eat well. They need to, from the situations that they were rescued from. But when it comes to dogs in particular, especially big dogs, right now I have about 70, 75 dogs in my rescue. I go through a big 40-pound bag of dog food and maybe another little 20-pound bag. I go through that a day. And that's feeding all the dogs uh, breakfast and dinner. And when we feed them, breakfast time, we feed them just dry dog food and then leave it out kind of throughout the day. They can munch on it. Then at dinner, that's when we do dry dog food. Then we maybe do some toppers, maybe do some wet dog food. That's kind of their their treat. It's the wet dog food and all the good stuff. And we go through so much food because a couple videos ago I talked about the dogs that don't get adopted. daily occurrence. Even if I adopted out every dog that I had that was still adoptable, I'd still go through that 40-pound bag of dog food a day. That's just how, at least for my rescue, that's how we operate, because we have so many dogs, and we have quite a few dogs that aren't going to get adopted for a variety of reasons. So we go through so much food. So when I have someone who tries challenging me without knowing all the information, or has been a part of something like that, it gets a little annoying, because I want to educate people. I want them to learn. Not saying I'm the best and I'm the smartest, but this is my field. I don't know very many things in life. This is one of them I know a lot about, and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at it. So, and I also have someone who 200 miles away is like, I have this bag of dog food for you. And I'm like, I'm so grateful that you thought about us to donate that bag of dog food to. But for me to spend the 3, 4, 5 hours to go pick up that bag of dog food, the $100+ in fuel to go pick up that bag of dog food, it's just not worth it to where I can just go buy one. I would save money if I just went to buy one. And I have had a lot of people get very, very upset about me not coming to get a bag of dog food. And I get it. They're like, "Hey, I'm trying to help you and you're saying no." And it makes no sense to lose money to go pick up that bag of dog food from a financial perspective. In a physical perspective, the amount of time, let's just say 5 hours for simplicity, 5 hours to go pick up a bag of dog food, or run down to the store for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And it's mean. It sucks to hear. And I know a lot of people out there have probably wanted to donate something to a rescue, and the rescue's like, yeah, I can't, unless you can come bring it to us. I can't take it. And I have lost out on a couple good relationships because it didn't make sense. And there's been times where I've gone out of my way to, maybe not one bag, but 4 or 5 bags go, and you kind of break even, but keeping that relationship is more valuable. So it's kind of like what's the most beneficial? The relationship, the money, the time. And for a lot of rescues that don't have time and don't have money, that building the relationship might be important. For rescues that have a lot of money but maybe not a lot of connections or something, that connection is maybe super worth it. And it is absolutely crazy, the logistics of rescue. And that's me being a rescue to where most of my animals are at my ranch. If you are a foster based rescue, I have a couple friends who are foster based rescues, which means they have 30 different places where there's one dog. So they go around and drop off supplies. If they have an established relationship, the foster might take care of everything. Typically, fosters take care of everything, but when it comes to fostering for an actual rescue, sometimes the rescue goes around, does their checks, makes sure that everything's all good, deliver them supplies. That's kind of on a case by case basis. I should do an episode with one of my foster based rescues. I have so many episodes in the works, so many things that I want to do, so many people I want to talk to. I have a lot of people coming up that I want to talk to. But as for dog food, I think it's one of the craziest things. Cat food as well. Cat litter is freaking insane, because most cat rescues go through a bunch of litter, and litter is heavy. You get one bag, it's 50 pounds, and it's just a little bag. Uh, so moving the cat litter is crazy, because you fill up a truck and it's like halfway filled, but it's 1,500 pounds of litter. So that definitely have some cat rescues on as well. But the dog food, I could do so many episodes about dog food, the different brands of dog food. You know what? If you know a dog food company that would want to sponsor, we love dog food here. They could be right here. I'll have them right here. And well, that'd be super fun. But dog food, we all the dogs need it. All the dogs love it. Uh, so if you have any suggestions about dog food, if you feed your dog a certain way, a certain amount, if you do one meal a day, if you do all day, if you do free feed, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will absolutely see you in the next one.